Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Death by Disney podcast. I'm your host, Adam, and I'm on a mission to watch absolutely every single Disney movie that has ever been released. And today I'm reviewing 1962's The Sword in the Stone. So I'll give you a bit of a synopsis, my review, some trivia, if there's any applicable trivia. Applicable trivia? What a weird thing to say in a podcast episode. If there's any interesting trivia, if there's any interesting trivia, I'll let you know. And then in this podcast, I also read reviews, what other people think, and I kind of interact with them. So, basically the synopsis of The Sword in the Stone is like Arthur, he finds a sword, he's going to become king, but on the way he has many adventures. Here's my review. I remember quite liking this film when I was a child. I was intrigued by the randomness of a boy pulling out a sword from a stone and then becoming King of England. But that story is literally about 2 minutes of this movie. The rest of the movie is a series of strange adventures undertaken by a magician who can time travel and a young boy. They have weird adventures with squirrels and fish, and the plot is just meandering, and the animation is awful. In fact, it's the worst animated Disney film I have watched up until this point. I think what happened was Disney bought the rights to the story before the Second World War, couldn't produce the movie because of that, and then delayed the project, and then the musical Camelot came out, which is also based on this story, and so this was rushed into production, and you can tell. I don't think any adult or child would find this interesting when we have so many better things to entertain us. Yeah. Did not like it, wouldn't recommend it. The only maybe slightly interesting thing about the movie in terms of trivia is that there were three actors that voiced Arthur, Ricky Sorensen, Richie Reitherman, and Robert Reitherman. And basically the reason is the voice kept cracking. Like, the movie took so long to make that the boys' voices were changing because of puberty, right? So that's pretty interesting. This is what I thought about the movie. What did other people think? Let's start with 1 out of 10, the worst Disney movie that is considered underrated. The Sword in the Stone is a terrible movie that takes a great story and twists it. The acting isn't what makes it worse. This movie did only one thing right, and that makes it 1 star, not 0. The animation was the only good thing about this movie. The Sword in the Stone has only one thing it does right: animation. Hand-drawn animation is amazing, and this movie was made when hand-drawn was still being made. Too bad nothing else is good. The animation was the only reason it wasn't no stars. The Sword in the Stone is, in my opinion, the worst Disney movie. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Young kids would find it boring. Adults would find it stupid. Also, I didn't mention this, but there is no story. Sometimes the reviews are a little bit more coherent than my review. That one was not, but I think all of the points I would agree with, except maybe the fact that the animation is great. So that clearly shows to me that you don't actually have a lot of experience with hand-drawn animation. You could probably watch more of it and, discover a lot. Because there are far better Disney hand-drawn animated movies. Off the top of my head, Pinocchio, Cinderella, parts of other movies like The Aristocats, 101 Dalmatians. All of those movies have much better animation. Okay, what about somebody who actually liked the movie? 10 out of 10, not much plot, but great for little kids. This is one of my all-time favorite Disney films. The lyrics of the songs are clever and memorable. Who can forget Hockety Pockety Walkety Whack? The characters are also very entertaining. The idea of Merlin as a klutz is unique to this version of the story. Archimedes also offers several laughs. Though there isn't much of a plot, the development of character makes this film very entertaining. My 4-year-old sister loved the film. She has already watched it at least a dozen times, and I only checked it out from the library 3 days ago. Modern Disney bores her. I found that young children can't sit through Beauty and the Beast or Mulan. This older style of Disney catches attention and entertains. And that's Grace Rebecca from 2004. And I think maybe that's correct, actually, that this is a movie that's directed to 4-year-olds. Because I think older children would find it very boring and not very interesting. And adults also not very interesting. But I don't understand what you meant by character development, though, or what they meant by character development, because there is no character development. He finds the sword and then he goes on wacky adventures with Merlin, and that's basically the whole movie. Okay, what did you think about the movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, I will, respond and start a flame war if I disagree with you. No, just kidding. Please leave your comments in the comment section.